Welcome to action from the 2016 Big Dog Dart Tournament. We are down to our final two players in the event, Jason Kroh and Kenny Johnson. This match pits the longest lasting player in the undefeated bracket against the longest lasting shooter in the one-loss bracket. So it is elimination for Jason, while Kenny still has room to stumble. Players shoot the cork to determine shooting order for Game 1. Now this is not the first match between these players today. In Jason's first match of the day, he faced Kenny, losing 50-41 in the first game. Players tied 48-48 in the second game, with Kenny winning in overtime. Since then, neither player has lost a match. This one seems to be too close to call comfortably.
If you're down here, I'd have to bend your hair closer. Yeah, I was the bottom already.
So Jason edges Kenny out in shooting at the cork, chooses to shoot second, so Kenny takes the line in the first inning. High red, dart number 1, dart number 2, lays it right on top. He has room on the right to come in and bang out a big inning, and he does. 7 to start for Kenny Johnson. Jason counters but goes deep with his first dart into the blue. Second dart also misses. It's not the way he wanted to start out. He manages to bang solid red. 2 points for him. He's down right out of the gate. Kenny Johnson misses with his first dart in the second inning, deep into the blue. Catches a trip with his second dart. Plenty of room. Nails a trip with his third dart. So 7-6 to start the game for Kenny. Jason comes back, first dart trip. Second dart red. He can put himself together a big inning here. And does. 7 points for him. Kenny's first dart once again in the blue, just on the wrong side of the wire this time. Second dart red. Third dart drops on him, so Kenny puts up a 2 of his own. Jason comes back in the third inning, first dart trip. Second dart trip. He hits 2 big innings in a row. That's 8 for him. And at the end of 3, Jason erases his stumble in the first, and he is ahead 17-15 to go into the fourth. Kenny's first 2 darts in the fourth miss. He comes back and catches a zippy dart. 3 points for him. Jason also misses with his first dart in the fourth. Lands a trip with his second. And another trip. That gives Jason a 5-point lead going into the top of the fifth, where Kenny Johnson lands a red with his first dart. Hits a trip with his second. Chance for a big inning. Nails it. 7 points for Kenny in the top of the fifth, cutting into Jason's lead. First dart red. Jason's second dart red, a chance to counter a 7 with the 7. He goes deep into the blue with his third dart, so Kenny picks up 3 points that inning. 27-25, heading into the sixth. First dart single, second dart trip. There's room between the two of them, and that's where Kenny puts dart number 3, 6 points for him. First dart trip from Jason. Second dart red. Trip with his third dart. 8 points for Jason in the bottom of the sixth. He's ahead 35-31 going into the seventh, where Kenny starts the inning with a red. Misses his second dart. Comes back with the red, so 4 points for Kenny. He's tied things up at 35, but Jason holds darts. Misses with his first. Misses with his second, and only picks up a single with his third. So here we are, 36-35. Jason is ahead. Kenny leads off the 8th inning with a red. His second dart kisses off of his first and lands in the single. He moves to his left, comes back, targeting the trip, and he hits it. That's hanging, but it counts. 6 points for Kenny. Jason first dart red in the bottom of the 8th. Second dart red. So can he put up 6 of his own? He misses deep into the blue. 41-40. Johnson ahead by 1. Adding 2 more to his lead. Second dart misses. Picks up a point with his third dart. 44-40. Jason's looking at 4 to tie, 5 to win in the bottom of the 9th. First dart single. The second dart is in the red. Third dart, once again in the red. That gives him his 5. Those second 2 darts found the red by the slimmest of margins, and it gives him the slimmest of margin for victory. 45-44. Game 1 goes to Jason Kroh. Loser chooses, so the loser of Game 1 chooses the shooting order for Game 2. Kenny selects to go hammer, so Jason will take the line to begin first inning of Game number 2 of the match. First dart, solid red. Second dart high into the blue. He comes back and lands a red with his third dart. 4 points to begin the game for Jason. Kenny red with dart number 1. He goes on top of that with dart number 2, trip. And dart number 3 is a trip as well. 8 points to start the game for Ken Johnson. Jason first dart red in the second inning. Second dart red. He hits 3 reds. Bucket of blood for Jason in the second. Dart number 1, trip, Kenny Johnson. Dart 2 in the red, so he's a chance for back-to-back big innings, and he hits it. He goes 8 in the first, 7 in the second, building himself a 15-10 lead against Jason Kroh, whose first start is a trip in the third. Red with dart number 2. And he picks up a point with his third dart, 6 points for him in the top of the third. Kenny Johnson, 1 point with dart number 1. Misses wide right of the red with dart number 2, hits his red with his third dart, so he puts up 3 in the bottom of the third, takes an 18-16 lead. First dart trip in the 4th inning for Jason. Second dart trip. Hits a red with his third dart. Jason puts up 8 in the 4th. Kenny's down 6 holding darts. Scores a single with his first start in the inning. A trip with his second. And he hits the red to tie things up, 24-24 going into the top of the 5th. First dart trip for Jason. Second dart single. Hits a red. Single, double, triple, so Jason mimics Kenny's scoring setup from the 4th. Kenny's first offering at the 5th is a red. Red with his second dart. And a bucket of blood for him. Players trade 6s in the 5th. First dart trip for Jason. Second dart misses high. 5 points for Jason in the 6th. First dart trip for Kenny. He does not miss with his second dart. He picks up a red, gives him a chance for a big inning and the lead, and he hits it with a trip in his third dart. He walks away with 8 points for the inning and a 3-point lead going into the 7th, 38-35. Jason's first dart red. Second dart trip. Makes sure to get a point with his third dart. He picks up 6 for the inning. Kenny first dart red. Second dart, picks up a single. Grabs a red with his third dart, so he loses a point of his lead after the 7th. Jason first dart trip in the 8th. Second dart trip. Misses with his third dart. He's not happy about that, but he does have 47 points compared to Kenny's 43, so he's a 4-point lead going into the 8th. Kenny misses wide left into the blue with his first dart, picks up a trip with his second. His third dart misses, and just that quickly, Kenny finds himself trailing by 1 as Jason takes the line in the top of the 9th. First dart red. Second dart single. Third dart trip, so -1 plus Jason's 6 here. Kenny's down 7. First dart into the blue. There's no way for Ken to catch up now. Jason's going to walk away from game number 2 with a 53-48 victory. That gives him the match. It looks like the undefeated bracket has come to a close, and we will do this one more time.